All right, welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gents, ladies and germs, all that good stuff. So today we are doing some formula drifting, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But no, I mean, it's always good times when you're drifting, right? When you're on four wheels going sideways. So today, the two cars we're drifting is the Supra A90, which is just a lovely car for a lot of reasons, okay? These cars are essentially precision instruments for drifting, right? Like these cars are always like super bare bones, nothing in them but like the engine, the driver, the wheels, and all the necessities. There's no AC or like any other fancy electronics, things of that nature. They are extremely challenging to drift because every single little input matters, and it's honestly just a blast to drive because it really makes you like focus on just all the little things, right? Like, so the gentleman I was with, he's one of the people on my server. He's pretty knowledgeable about like the finer details in tuning, whereas I tend to shy away from them, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But he actually helped me realize just the way I was taking the entry into the first turn was wrong. I wasn't actually getting into the center lane because I preferred the power over instead of just clutch kicking or the e-brake initiation, which probably would have been easier. And throughout the video, I actually end up using the e-brake a little bit more and more just for the snapping points, right? Because in these cars, the e-brake is like when the car when it locks up, that the freaking rear end is just going, right? It's going wherever the direction you are putting it in, essentially. And it took a little bit of getting used to, and I think I'm going to honestly spend a lot more time with the formula cars, and I think I'll always go back to Brooklyn Park just for the casualness, if you will. And it's just a different style of drifting, right? Because with formula drifting, you are essentially you're essentially competing to, if you're the lead car, your goal is to make a perfect line. If you're the chaser, your goal is to get as close to their door as possible, which makes the positioning of your car different, right? So in a casual tandem, right, when you're just hanging out with the boys, or you're on Brooklyn Park, or the drift playground, or just other like simple maps with slower cars, your positioning is to essentially be behind the car. Picture a car in front of you. You want the nose of your car to be on their door, essentially. Whereas in competition drifting, you are essentially, your goal is to be door to door the entire time, like perfectly mimicking them, which is extremely difficult, especially in these types of cars, because any wrong input and you're crashing and spinning out, which I did a lot. Yeah, the person I was with really helped, and we kind of helped each other in a lot of ways, because when it's just you like two people in a lobby, it's very easy to see what the other is doing and just kind of be like, oh hey, you actually could have done this better, or this, or so on and so forth. So good times there. So these are really the only two or three tuning tips you need, okay? And I'm actually gonna make a entire video on why they work the way they do, and why they're the only things you need, and I mean that truly. And the three things you need to worry about is your tire pressure, your gear ratio, and the actual like turbo power percentage, okay? And I'm gonna make an entire video going into like really, really like exact detail of why they're the only three. But I said it in my last video, I'll say it again. I just see so many people tuning these cars to death, where they're the point where they're not even the same car anymore. Like, and it's just, like, you just don't need to do all of that. And you guys will see that throughout the duration of this video. So this video starts out with excuse me, with 100% power, okay? and then I slowly dial that back down to 40, and then I dial it back up to 60%, because the point, what my goal is to start low and then work my way up to that 100% power. Okay. But the only two things I did was I adjusted after the power at least, right, was I adjusted the tire pressure for like whether I wanted more grip or more snappiness from the rear end. And then I adjusted the actual gear ratio based on either the power, or if I felt like my gears were too long, I would just shorten them, or if I felt I needed a little bit more out of second gear, I would lengthen them out. And I will, like I said, in my next video, it'll probably be a bit of a longer video, because I'm gonna try and go into further detail for you guys, and I guess that'll be the second series into the how to drift for me. But I'm going to shut up now. I appreciate all of you guys. Like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, join my Discord, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.